What is going on today, everybody? Thank you. If you are here, thank you for waiting. Just had to set up and make sure all the lighting and everything was correct here for the live today. But we're going to wait for a few more people to hop in here, wait for a few more eyes to be on this. But again, if you are here, thank you for being here. Part of the first part of the FAPA crew here today. So make sure if you are here, if you're one of the first people here, hit that like button. What is going on? Legalize NJ. What's going on, man? How we doing? News Now Fresno's in the house. Midwest Audit. What's going on, man? How we doing? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. What's going on, James from Tennessee? Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it very much. So if you are here, make sure you hit that like button. We want to get this out to as many people as possible, get the update going. We got some good news here for you guys. No concrete news, no definite news yet. Don't have a concrete answer on anything just yet, but definitely good news. Definitely good news. What's going on, Robert from Long Island? How we doing, man? How we doing? I appreciate the luck from Virginia. FAPA every day. That's absolutely right, man. It's absolutely right. All right. All right. All right. So later on in the video, I'm going to be covering somebody's video. I just saw this not too long ago. He actually went and used part of the FAPA stick using the FAPA way, the best way to go about it. Told him outright what he was doing, basically laid it out to the cop, handed out some free education to the cop, made him really rethink what he was doing that day. So I want to give a shout out to him and put some eyes on this video for him, because this video deserves a lot more views than it got, unfortunately. So well, honestly, you guys know that I am dealing with the felonies right now. And if you're new, if you're brand new here, you don't know what's going on. I'm going to leave a link in the description to my last video where I was arrested, or not my last video, a few videos ago, where I was arrested. And I was brought up on felony charges, assault and battery, assault with a deadly weapon, and one of the other charges was disorderly conduct. They just decided to throw that in there. So that was all because I defended myself while out doing what I usually do, while out stress testing the First Amendment right to record in public. And so the good news is that it really, really seems, now that we got a whole bunch of the FAPA crew, again, if you are here, I see 200 and just about 70 people in here right now. So if you are here, make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, so we can get this out to as many people and as many FAPA fans as possible. So, but the good news is that usually in this situation, no answer is a good answer, I would say. So that's going to be my first part of that. So what they did was they gave the prosecution a general continuance. And this continuance was not a month long this time. This continuance was not 2 months long. This continuance was almost a year long, actually. They don't have their story straight. They still do not have the story straight. They do not have the facts laid out, and they are fumbling and mumbling around and trying to get their story together. So they wanted to give themselves another 6 months to figure it out and try to come up with some good charges and try to come up with a good story. And we all know, and those of you who have seen the video, and those of you who have a brain that have seen the video, like, unlike these police officers on the scene, you guys know that I'm simply not in the wrong. I'm simply not guilty at all, not guilty of anything they're charging me with. And, it's unfortunate that these police officers, even after seeing the video, they think that they had enough evidence and their story straight and everything lined up enough to make an arrest at the time being there, after seeing the video and seeing what happened. And now all of a sudden, when it comes time to sit down in court and talk about what happened and what's going on, and just simply do as much as lay out the facts, they can't even get the story out. They can't even get the story straight. They won't even release it to the public yet. They won't even read me my charges. Simply the first date is arraignment, where they're supposed to lay out the probable cause for the arrest and the facts of the arrest, and I'm supposed to plead either guilty or not guilty. And they have not even let me done that yet. So it's very amazing, but it is a good news. It is a good answer. No answer is definitely a good answer in this case. It shows that they're scared. They don't know what to do. They're fumbling around, and I really, really, really appreciate this judge that I have. First of all, she gave me the leniency of being that I am an out of state resident and I am here in South Carolina. She gave me the opportunity to join my next proceedings Zoom. So thank you to her for that. She has been extremely fair. She's extremely nice. She's a joking person. I feel like our personalities could click on a different level outside of what we got going on. But so big shout out to her. I feel that she is going to be extremely, extremely fair with this whole thing, and has been so up until this point. So for the prosecution to be fumbling around with these heavy felony charges, it's not just a simple trespass or a simple disorderly conduct charge to be thrown around. This could change and alter and ruin people's lives by putting them in the position to where they can no longer get jobs. No, their current employers might have a problem with what they got going on here, and it's unfortunate. And it's even seeing the evidence, after seeing the evidence, still made the arrest, still stood on the ignorance, had absolute confidence in their own ignorance. And they ultimately made the wrong decision. And I think now that it's time to come to court, they're 100% realizing that. 100% realizing that. They do, Jesper. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it is what it is. The process is not anything to suffer. Midwest audit. It is nothing to suffer. It's something to get aggravated with. Absolutely, I 100% agree with that. But I'm not suffering through this process. I'm thriving in this process, because just like I do when I audit and I go out and I have, my license plate says audit you on it. I drive a bright red Corvette. I give the police officers my name, the name of my channel. I don't care. I walk around with full and utter confidence in myself, and it shows. And when I walk in this process for me, I have more court time than some of these lawyers that are currently sitting on this case. I'm sure I have more actual court time than them. So this process is not a hassle, and I don't dread this process at all. This is fun. This is what I'm here for. This is exactly what I'm here for. And at the end, we're going to prevail. At the end, we're going to do nothing but prevail. No, they did not drop the charges on her. Unfortunately, they did not. Well, Tony, if you're curious, it is a 99 C5 99. Oh yeah, and I offered me and the prosecution, actually, I won't let out too much of what went on behind the scenes as far as negotiation, but they did offer me a deal, and I told them that I wasn't gonna go through with any deal at all. There was no reason for me to make a deal whatsoever. I'm not guilty in any realm in any realm whatsoever. So I told them that they can either drop the charges or we can take it to trial, and we can take it to trial, and I'll make a mockery of the entire thing. I will make a mockery of their entire case. So I gave them those two options, and they motioned to continue after all. I'm planning to go out to the Charlotte area, Jordan. So let me know. Send me an email. Hit me up in the comments, man. Send me an email. Let me know where I should go. Let me know some good places, some good busy places out there. Yeah, and Jeff Tooley makes a very good point. I always thought you had a very limited time to be charged, and absolutely you do. And this was part of the claim that I made when they originally said they wanted to continue it for a year. I said, absolutely, I object to that 1,000%, because I know I at no point waived my right to a speedy trial. And to wait a year on a simple arraignment date is absolutely outrageous, and there's no point in that. So, I mean, I did. That's what they ended up giving me at the end of the day, or giving them at the end of the day. Maybe the judge feels for the prosecution. I'm sure she does, but we'll see what happens at the end of the day. We'll see what happens at the end of the day. But that does bring up a very, very good point, though. I nowhere and never did I sign away my right to a speedy trial. And a year, waiting on a year for arraignment, is definitely anything but speedy. Anything but speedy. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, so it's a felony. It's a felony charge, so it's gonna be going to jury trial if it does. But um, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've been in talks with lawyers. I've had lawyers look at my situation, and I have a few. I'm going to be waiting past the arraignment date to see what they're even going to do with these charges. That's what I think my best move is, instead of just going and hiring a lawyer right away, because maybe they'll take the case differently. Maybe they'll treat it differently, and treat it with, you know, less of a caliber of a mindset, because they think they can just handle me no problem, which, I mean, they did in the first place anyways, bringing me here and bringing this whole situation about. So I'm gonna wait on that, and as soon as I'm arraigned on these charges, or not, as soon as that happens, that's when I'm gonna make the decision to hire a lawyer. And I'll let you guys know exactly who that is and where you can find the information about him as soon as I do. Of course they need time to weasel out, man. Of course they do. Oh, nobody's getting shut down, man. Nobody's getting shut down. Don't worry. 27 Amendment 1776 says, Fapa, I had one too, and they wanted to do a plea deal until I showed my video. I mean, there's no reason for you to plea if there's no reason for you to take a plea or to make a deal with anybody if you are not guilty. It's the simplest line to walk. It really is. There's no question. As long as you are within bounds of the law and how it's written, there's no reason to make a deal with anybody. This is why I don't make a deal with the officers. If I was out here to make a deal, I would have made a deal with the officers at the time of arrest. So there would just be no point. Yes, it is, Rob. Yes, it is. This live is live. Absolutely. We got 600 FAPA fans in the house. So, again, if you are here with me today and you have not already hit the like button, make sure you go hit the like button. Get this out to as many FAPA fans as possible. Help us in the algorithm. I would really, really appreciate it. Again, thank you very much for being here. Why did I spray the guy when his back was turned to me? You're gonna have to leave me you'd have to leave me a timestamp on when that happened, because that didn't happen, dude. Ernestine, thank you. Thank you very much. I love the support. So thank you for being here. Emilio is in the house from Titusville, Florida. What's going on? Thank you for being here, bro. Thank you for being here. I could be the third Diaz brother. Man, I wish they were my brothers. I wish. Somerville, South Carolina. No, you didn't miss the update. I mean, you might have, depends on how long you were here, but the update is, again, we have some more people joining in. So again, thank you for being here. And if you missed it, so the update is, they gave me a general continuance, or they gave the prosecution. They didn't give me anything. They gave the prosecution a general continuance of 6 months to try to figure out what their story was before arraignment here. So that's the update. So no answer is a good answer in that aspect, without a doubt. Without a doubt. From New Zealand, man, love all the way from New Zealand. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, so now we got the update out of the way. Again, thank you for being here. I'm going to leave a link to the arrest video. If you are not familiar with it, I will leave a link right away as soon as I'm done. As soon as I can edit up this video and put the correct thumbnail up on there, I will be sure to leave a link for that video. But now what we are going to do is I am going to be showing you. Thank you. Let's go. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate it. Again, everybody do like he just did. Go and hit the like button if you haven't already. Luke says the merch is great. FAPA. Hey, man, send me a picture. Send me a picture. I'll post it up. We can show the love, the FAPA fans, the love and support that we all got for each other. So send me a picture, man. I'm glad you love it. I'm glad you love it. All right. So, but thank you. Thank you, James. Thank you very much for being here, man. We'll catch you later. We'll catch you in the next one, bro. All right. So what we're going to do now is I am going to show you guys a video. I watched this video recently, and this is somebody that I talked to outside, and we bounce ideas off of each other. He's been, he gives me some ideas. I'll give him some ideas, and he makes very, very good content. He's been doing this for a long time. If you guys are not familiar with who it is BZ Watchdog. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description and a link to this video, but I'm going to cover one of these videos, and this is a very, very good rendition of how you can take the FAPA way and use it and put your own personality and your own spin on it and use it correctly. And you're going to have all your bases covered in court. When they're reading this sheet out and when they read the arrest sheet and start reading these quotes, man, if he ever dealt with an arrest and had this on a rap sheet, it would not look good for the prosecution. I will say that. And that's exactly why I changed up my motive, or not my motive. My motive has always been the same, but this is exactly why I changed my MO and what I always say when people come up to me and are asking me questions, whether it be good or bad. So again, this is BZ Watchdog. I'm going to start sharing my screen here with you guys, and we're going to take a look at this video and how BZ Watchdog handled this cop and these people like an absolute pro, and he used the FAPA way to do it. So again, if you're not familiar, go check him out. I'll be leaving links, so just give me 1 second to set this up. All right. So just let me know in the comments if we're all good on sound. Give me a thumbs up in the comments if you guys can hear the video and it's all good. Yes, sir, Midwest. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, bro. You definitely send me a link to that video. Let me know. I want to see it.
Today, we are at the First Financial Bank here in a disclosed location, and we're going to go ahead and exercise our First Amendment right to record from public, see if they respect that right, or if they're going to go against everything that they stand for at First Financial and call the cops on us. Well, guess what? Let's get into it. So today, this is kind of a little bit of...
All right, so we're going to skip through a little bit of this intro so we get to the first couple of interactions.
Get your drink and enjoy the show.
Of course, BZ, as always.
How are you?
Hi. Can I help you?
How are you today?
How are you? Can I help you?
Can I ask why we're video?
Oh, no, I can't tell you. It's a secret.
You can't tell me?
Mm-mm. I'm sorry.
Okay. Are you like surveying the road or something?
No.
No?
No. I'm paid to be here.
You paid to be here? Okay.
Is that okay?
It should be. My manager was just wondering, so she sent me out here to ask.
Okay, yeah. I have a partner back here too. In the back. Did you see him?
No, I didn't see him.
Okay.
Is it like did someone from the bank call you to get you to?
I can't say. I can't say. I can't tell you.
Is there someone that we can call to verify?
Verify what?
To verify that you're supposed to be here?
I can be here,
Knows
right?
you
I mean, I'm not
verified
supposed
that
to be.
you're supposed to
Oh,
be
okay, good. Okay.
on the sidewalk.
I was just making sure I wasn't
I don't know
doing
if
I'm not
she's
doing
gonna be
anything wrong, am I?
dialing Uncle Sam
Not
or
as far
what.
as I'm aware, no.
Okay. I can't tell you who's paying me. All right.
Well, I mean, pretty normal interaction, not too pushy from her, you know, pretty normal, not anything out of the ordinary. Just a normal, curious person. Someone sent out by somebody else that they work for, so really just taking an order.
You're not here, and I told her I couldn't. To my guy.
Jason said, "My hey,
So I think we have one or two more good interactions, and we'll be dealing with this police officer
I think they think I'm in charge.
that really tried to
Not
give
sure.
BZ a hard time and tried
Are we
to
gonna
push
I'm
what
sorry?
he was doing, what he was thinking.
No.
Sorry, I'll back
No.
up. I won't talk.
I think they think I'm in charge. I'm not sure. Huh? Are we gonna? I'm sorry. No. I'm not. Are you? Do you work there? Oh, okay. No, I don't need to. No. No. Why? Is it okay to stand here? It's okay to stand here, right? Yeah, we're gonna walk around and get some more shots too. I can't tell you.
Claudette is in the chat.
I can't tell
What's
you.
going
Are you in the
on?
process
Didn't
of
see
selling
you.
right now?
Thank you for being
Are you
here.
sure? Okay. Are you sure? Are you the only branch that you have?
And yes, if you
Is
guys
this
are
the
not
only branch you
familiar with
have?
who this is Carolina Fort Worth.
Is this your only
Definitely
branch
go
you
check out
have?
her channel. She puts
Okay.
out
Are you sure?
stuff
You're
too, and
not.
she
Okay.
runs around with
All
these
right.
a whole lot.
Go ahead. You can go back to work. You're dismissed. I'm gonna dismiss you now. I said you're dismissed. You can go back to work. Just go back to work. Just pretend like we're not here. He's dismissed. You didn't like that.
I was gonna ask him where the damn vault was.
All right.
Help you.
Oh, this is a 911 call.
I guarantee you, they're already on the phone.
I can't.
Communications, this is Adriana. How can I help you?
Hey, this is Kurt.
How can I help you?
Yes, I'm calling to report. We have two individuals that's walking around the bank for filming.
Okay. What's the address there?
We're
Is it First National?
First Financial Bank.
First Financial?
Yes.
That was kind of
You
weird.
said
I
there's
thought
two
she
people
was on a
filming?
first name basis with this guy.
Yes.
Or something.
We're at,
They're outside?
yes, and they won't give us any information.
You guys don't know why?
No, I asked them, and then she said they won't say who they're working for or what they're doing.
Okay. And they're outside right now?
Yes, they're outside right now. The lady said she's available. They're outside right now.
And are they white, black, Hispanic?
It could be white, I can't tell.
I'm sorry?
White.
So is it two white males? Okay.
Sometimes it's hard to hear what's going
Do
on.
we have any weapons as far as you can see?
I'm sorry.
You didn't see any weapons or anything on them?
No weapons, just a phone and a camera tripod. No weapons that I can see.
You know what kind of vehicle they came in?
Vehicle, no, I don't see a vehicle.
And what was your name?
Curtis.
And a good phone number for you? Okay, we have this call. Go ahead and get somebody out there, okay?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Action, he's pulling in. It is. It's been on.
Because mine has the red dot.
I told you they got a call for service.
All right, and here come the police.
My red dot is not.
This is where BZ hands out some free
I told you he's
education.
pulling in. That's why I told you give it a few extra
Here.
minutes. I had a feel. Here comes the second unit.
Man, I've seen down in Texas in VZ's videos, man, they know how to park around there. It's nothing like where I've ever been on these things. They seem to have missed the memo on the parking rules day. They might have skipped that
Come
day.
on, I'll handle it.
Oh, I thought I spoke too soon with the way he was pulling in there. Well, it's good. I'm glad they're going to handle the interaction with the bank first, because that's the way it's supposed to be.
Here's the bad cop.
Easy calling them out before
They're doing their job. They're going to go to the complaint
knows.
first. That's what they need to do. That's too many cops are quick to come out here and put hands on. Here they come. What do you got? 2 stripes?
Yes, sir.
Where's the 3rd stripe at?
I hadn't got it yet.
Is he sitting back at the station?
I have actually not. He may be.
Can't even read that.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
So
Anyway, I'm Corporal Bowler in the Lily Police Department.
you have a badge number, sir?
210.
Okay, appreciate that.
So we were called out because they were concerned. We told them there's nothing illegal about what's going on.
What they tell you was going on, other than just feeling insecure?
Y'all were recording. That was it.
And you just told them that what? You just told them we were doing what?
There's nothing illegal about it.
Just exercising our First Amendment right to record in public, right?
Now, you'd think with how this interaction starts, you'd think that this is going to go very, very well, and this is not going to go where most officers take it. But you'll see how he tries to use his words and, use his authority to try to spin the situation into where he wants it to be. But just watch how BZ handles it.
Okay, well.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not concerned about that or like that.
I think Corporal Bowler knows his stuff. He didn't come over here first. Actually, if you could do me a favor, sir, if you can just, do you have business cards here?
I'm not important enough to have a card.
Do you have a pad of paper? I would just like the CAD number, and if I can get his name and badge number, that's all I need.
Sure.
And we won't be out here much longer after y'all leave.
Okay. I do have to go make sure Berkshire's good with y'all staying.
Well, that would be soliciting a trespass, sir. And nobody's asked us to leave their property because we haven't been on their property. And like I said, we've been over here. So.
And I'm not trying to start nothing.
I know, but you going over there.
And there's the twisting of words. I mean, he's not trying to start nothing, but his very previous statement was that he was going to go in and see if it was okay that he was standing on the public easement. I think he's on a public easement here, or the sidewalk here, right on the in-between road. But, he's going to go in there and see if he's allowed to be in a public place. That's how he tries to spin the situation and twist words into making the situation what he wants it to be.
And asking somebody is soliciting. It's like me going out there and asking for money. That's soliciting.
I hear you.
And that's probably against some sort of city ordinance. And I'm sure it's probably against your code of conduct of your general policies to go solicit under a conduct. And I really thought you were going to do a really good job. But if you're going to go solicit a trespass, that probably be something I need to talk to a sergeant about.
I'm not trying to solicit trespass.
Well, you go in and ask it if it's okay. If no one's called or no one's told me that it's not okay, then I would assume until it's time open to the public, until I'm told to leave, then it would be. I mean, if they asked me to leave, I'd be more than happy. But no one's asked me. I've never stepped foot on their property. No one's even. In fact, they invited us in. I told them, no, I'm good where I'm at. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to give you any hard time, but it just seems like now you're trying to find another reason instead of just doing your job and upholding my rights per the Constitution that you swore an oath to.
And I'm trying to. And they were trying to tell me that you came on the property. And I was not concerned about that, okay? Because I'm just trying to be cool with you.
I've been on an easement up there.
So yeah, he says what they said to him was he came onto the property, but he's not concerned with that. But he's going to go in and check to see if it's okay, if they want him there or not. And 10 times out of 10, he's going to come back and say, yeah, no, they don't want you here. So he's A, not trying to start anything. B, knows there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. C, isn't even worried about what he's doing, but still coming up having this long-winded conversation and gonna tell him that he's gonna go inside and talk to the bank managers and see if they want him to stay on the sidewalk where he's at. Very funny, very conflicting answers.
On a sidewalk, never stepped foot on their property. I've done a GIS survey before I came out here. This wasn't like it was just spur of the moment. It was planned. That's why I'm out here, and I'm stress testing my rights, my First Amendment rights to record in public. And I was hoping you were gonna, hopefully uphold the Constitution, and you were good up until you said you're going to go over here and ask if it's okay. Because I've seen this man a couple times out here, and no one said anything about leaving or asking us to leave, and obviously that man's going home.
But there it is.
But for you to solicit a trespass, I'd really find that.
But there it is right there. That's the sentence that's going to get him out of it right there. He is simply out there stress testing the First Amendment right to record in public. And he wanted to know whether or not that this cop was going to uphold his oath that he took to the Constitution and defend his rights and uphold his rights as a United States citizen. And, so far it's kind of up in the air as to what he's going to do right now. So I'll just let the video play out.
I would really find that a little disturbing with Midlothian police. But you guys are going above and beyond to try to create a crime.
I'm not trying to create a crime.
Well, by you asking, they
I
say,
don't want to be messing with you right now.
"Oh, then just give me the cat number and go about your day." That's all.
That's what I'm also going to do.
And that's all I want you to do. I mean, there's no reason to go back and forth, Corporal Bowler. There's no reason to go back and forth. And I don't mean to
that's another tactic I love right there. I love how he slowed it down. I'm gonna replay this one time, and I'm gonna let this play through one more time. But man, I love how he slows it down and he lays out the facts for him, and then he pauses and says his name like that, just in that tone. It's those little nuances that the very professional people that do what we do, that's what sets us apart. It's the little things. It's the little critiques and the little changes that we put in here and there, and the little things, how we do what we do. But that is that's a textbook psychology move right there. I love that from BZ. I absolutely love it. So I'll play it again for you guys so you can hear that one more time if you didn't catch that.
And that's all I want you to do. I mean, there's no reason to go back and forth, Corporal Bowler. There's no reason to go back and forth. And I don't mean to give you flack, but I mean, the minute someone says that they're going to try to go ask, there's usually something on body camera or turning it off and state, "Hey, these guys are out. We want them to go. Do you want them gone?" And they feel like they have to abide by you asking. And so therefore they say, "Yeah, go ahead and get rid of them." And then you come back out and go, "Hey, they don't want you to be here anymore." See, I know the script. I know the drill. This ain't my first rodeo. And I would expect that you would actually do it the right way and not do it the wrong way, that I have to come down here and go down to the police station, go fill out an internal affairs complaint because you went above and beyond of what you should have done. What you're supposed to do is uphold my rights. Now, if they come out and ask me and say, "Hey, I want this man off my property," then it's your job to uphold their rights of making me leave because that was something they called you about, or they told me that they don't want me here. But for you to go in and ask that question, sir, that's just beyond ridiculous.
No, I actually, if you haven't seen my last video where the absolute brilliant person that came up to me and started a fight and got out of his truck, tried to run me over with his truck. If you're familiar with that video, I used almost the same tactic as he used. When the cop told me that I saw the bank worker walk out and start talking to him, she walked back in the building, and then the cop come over and talk to me, and he says, they want you to leave. They don't want you to be here. And first of all, the dynamic and the thought of that after have just been assaulted, and the person, it being bad enough and me having enough evidence to where when the police show up, they make an arrest. This lady sees this happen, and she still has the audacity to come out after seeing this and says, "Yeah, we don't want him here. He got assaulted. We don't want him here." So, I'm glad that Bank of America really pulled back on that, and they didn't come out and tell me themselves, because just for them to come out and tell me after what happened to me just would not have been a good look for them at all. Just wouldn't have been a good look for them at all. And really a backwards train of thought, to be quite honest. Because I guarantee you she didn't go up and talk to the police officer about getting that guy's information and having him trespass from the building. I guarantee you it was just me. Guaranteed. So sorry, I'll let this play out.
Only because you're not currently on public property.
It's open to the public though, sir.
But it's still private.
It's private. It's private, open to the public until they tell me they don't want me here.
Yes, sir.
Just like if I was on the sidewalk the whole time filming it, they came out and said, we don't want you here. Okay, fantastic. Criminal trespass means that I got to leave. You guys show up. If I'm still on the property or in your presence, they tell you that I want to be gone and you don't give me a reasonable amount of time to leave and I don't leave, then that's criminal trespass. I also got to be given a verbal or a written warning first. I definitely know, I believe it's 30.05. So
Educated.
I know the law, sir. So like I said, you can go ask, and then you come out and tell me that I got to leave, which I will. Then I'll be going right down to the police department, and I will be filing a complaint. So you do what you want to do. All I'm asking is for the CAD number. As soon as you guys roll out, I'll be gone. Okay. So that's. I'm already telling you what my intentions are. I think I've pretty much dispelled any kind of crime.
Absolutely, you did, BZ.
I mean. He wants to go in and ask them if it's okay and solicit a trespass. Why would it not be okay?
I'm sorry. So I don't have the property lines.
So again, very, very, very funny point that they like to point out. This thought comes across my mind, and I do a whole lot of research on the spots that I go to before I go to them. And I always check the property lines in the GIS and see where the easements are and where the property line starts and ends, just in case anything ever comes about. But, this cop, he wants to see if it's okay if they're allowed to be there. And yet he doesn't even know if he's standing on their property. He doesn't even know. So just very funny. Just wanted to point that out.
GIS survey, the easement's actually between this pole and that pole. There's actually a utility easement that runs down.
And again, BZ coming in with the education, man. He's already on top of it. He already knows. He's already 3 steps ahead of this cop. He already laid out what this cop's next 3 steps were going to be. So making BZ like a whole 6 steps ahead. So it's great, man. BZ, if you're not familiar with him, go and check him out. Tell him that FAPA sent you, because he is one of the greats. He deserves a lot more views and a lot more likes than he gets. So make sure you go run up. I want all the FAPA fans at the end of this video or right now, put on a computer or something and go visit BZ's channel and go give him a like and go subscribe and tell him that FAPA sent you.
Down to those yellow poles down there. Technically where I'm standing is private, but it's open to the public, and until I'm told to leave, and I'm not in there harassing anybody or being disorderly or anything like that.
So here's the thing. I know how it works. I know what you're doing. I'm not trying to mess with you. I haven't even asked your name. Right? If you're telling me
no one's asked me.
You just want your stuff and you intend to head out, then I intend to head out too.
I intend to head out as soon as you guys roll out.
All right, sounds good. I'll go get you that information.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
You could tell just by the demeanor and his tone that man was not a very happy guy as he was walking away. That's incredible.
Not try to go. I think I handled that, so you can have a reason to ask me my name.
All right, sir. There's me.
All right, Corporal Bowler, and I told you I give you my word as a man. As soon as you guys roll out, so I get the shot of you leaving, I'll be going out my way because I don't want you to know what I'm driving or what I'm doing because I don't want to be harassed afterwards. I'm trying to protect myself because I've had some issues and situations with some cops not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So, but like I said, I'm just doing a stress test of my First Amendment rights here. That's all this is. Everything was good up till you said you were going to go ask Brookshire, but I think we're good at this point, and I'll even shake your hand and appreciate you, doing your thing, doing your service, and upholding your oath, man. Well, before you go, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
I don't mean to put you on the spot. If you don't know, you can just tell me you don't know. That's fine. I can deal with the I don't know instead of a bullshit lie.
Yeah.
Do you know 5 freedoms that are granted under the First Amendment?
Probably not in the way that you want them.
Just the 5 freedoms that I'm granted. She gave you the first one.
Religion,
There's 4 more.
speech,
Hey, don't give him all of them. Let him get at least 1 or 2.
assembly.
You got RAPS, RAPPS, religion, assembly, petition, press, and speech. That's all we're doing today. Okay.
Well, simplify. I did 5 years.
I did my 4 and a quarter and got the hell out.
Yeah.
So I took my oath serious, and I'm out here just trying to exercise my free rights and standing up for the little guy that doesn't know us.
I'm trying to do the same.
Absolutely.
And that's, I ran into a lot of bad cops. I ran into very few good ones. And I'm trying to bridge the gap. I'm not trying to get tackled to the ground. I'm not trying to get tased. I'm not trying to get shot, pepper sprayed. And, this is to, if anybody even asks why I'm wearing a hoodie and sunglasses, it's, if you want privacy out in public, you must create it yourself. Just like you are with your beard and your sunglasses. So, but yeah, outside that, we're good, man. So as soon as you guys roll out, I'll get a shot at the cars and I'm out of here.
Have a safe day.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Carolina, by the way.
I'm sorry?
My name's Carolina, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Again, very, very good showing. Very good showing of some absolute top-notch education and knowing what the script is before it happens, knowing where these roads lead down, having been through. And this is something that only experience can do for you. You can sit and watch as many videos as you want. And if you're considering going out and doing what somebody like me or somebody like BZ Watchdog goes out and does, first of all, the best thing you can do is take good qualities that you see from different auditors and make them your own. So this, BZ, he's a very, very educated man. He goes in and he makes sure he is educated about the people. He's educated about the building that he's visiting. He's educated about where the property lines are. And he's educated about down to the statutes and the sections of where these laws are and how they're written. He knows everything. He knows everything, and he's absolutely 100% prepared for everything. So this is again, huge shout out to BZ. He's a very good example of what it means to be educated and be ready for things to happen before they happen and while they're happening, and having the confidence, because there's a difference too. You can be ready, and you can not have the confidence. This takes careful consideration of information and facts, and very, very a very high level of confidence, and the ability to speak and the ability to just go out and do your own thing and know that what you are doing is right. But above all, if you know that you are in the right, and you can simply say that you are stress testing the First Amendment right to record in public, then that's all you need to do. You just say those 2 things, and if any problems arise after that, all you have to do is simply invoke your Fifth Amendment right to stay silent. And I'm going to be FOIA requesting the body cam footage from the Mr. Brilliant's arrest. And I told him, this is while I was showing the video of the guy to the police officer while he was sitting right in front of me. And he was saying like, oh, I barely even touched him. I barely even did anything. And I told him, I said, dude, your best bet is to invoke your Fifth Amendment right to stay silent right now. And as soon as those body cam footages are sent back to me and I'm allowed to have them, I will put them right out for you guys, and I'll be showing you the full extent of our conversations, and maybe even some behind the scenes conversation of what was said between the officer and the assailant on the way to the station, or the way to the jail. So I'm hoping that video will highlight a few things, bring out some new information, and we can get some more updates on that. His next court date, or his first court date, is going to be May 26th. May 20th. So I will be making sure to give you guys an update on that. And as soon as more information arises out of that, and I have more, I'll be sure to give it to you guys without a doubt. But again, good to see you too, Swamp. Thanks very much. Thank you very much. BZ, thank you for being here, brother. I just realized that you were in here, man. I'm hoping you liked the overview, and I hope I painted you in a good light. And I'm hoping that all the loyal FAPA fans, we still got 600 of you in here. Again, thank you for being here. Again, the FAPA crew is definitely one of the best crews that you can have. These fans are crazy. The FAPA fans are crazy. I love it. You guys are steadfast. You guys are always there. You are always protecting, whether it be me or any of the people that are that show themselves in a good light. You guys are always there to protect those people, and you are always there to back me when I need you guys to. So, man, huge shout out to the FAPA crew today. Thank you guys very, very much for being here. Again, go and check out BZ Watchdog's channel. Go and give him some love. Go and show him what the FAPA crew is all about and how we do things and how we support other great auditors in this thing. Because, man, I'll tell you, he is up there as far as information wise and being prepared and being knowledgeable goes, and being an auditor in general. He is up there with me on the Mount Rushmores of auditors, man. He without a doubt is. And if there's anybody to model your actions and your thoughts and your preparation to, that would be BZ, man. So everybody, right now, as I end this live stream, make sure you go directly from here. There's 550 of you in here, so I better see at least 550 comments on one of BZ's videos, and they better all say that FAPA sent you. Or, I mean, we just say, we gotta support, man. We gotta keep showing the support. You guys are awesome. Again, thank you everybody for being here. I'm glad I have such a supportive following, and shouting out these people and spreading my message the way I can to help other people is definitely a big part of what I want to do. So again, if you're new here and you're not already subscribed, make sure you go subscribe and turn on those bell notifications to never miss the latest and the greatest from the best to the best. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.